Thousands of UAW workers around the country are spending their fifth day on picket lines. The union says there has been some progress with GM, but many issues remain unresolved. The two sides have been working through a number of differences, including job security, health care, profit sharing, and seniority for temporary employees. And it comes as a cloud of corruption is continuing to hang over talks. Today, an 11th person was charged in the widening UAW scandal. 7 Action News reporter Jim Kurtzner is live downtown tonight with the growing trouble and how some UAW members are calling for people to step down. Jim?
Yeah, Dave, this guy's name is Jeff Pietrzyk. That's how it's pronounced within the union. He's charged with money laundering and wire fraud. I wanted to talk with pickets out here at the GM headquarters, but they said they didn't want to comment. Rather, they want to show solidarity with their union leaders negotiating with the company upstairs. However, some other union members are not holding back.
It's really disappointing. At the same time, I'm glad that they're finding out that all this corruption at the top is going on.
According to federal court documents, Jeff Pietrzyk, who was an assistant to UAW Vice President Joe Ashton and part of the 2011 bargaining team, was right in the middle of bribes and kickbacks over several years. The allegations are vendors to the union who made watches, backpacks, coats were shaken down for hundreds of thousands of dollars in kickbacks and multi-million-dollar contracts. Former UAW official Mike Grimes, who's pleaded guilty to the same charges of wire fraud and money laundering, the feds say received close to $2 million in kickbacks. Current Regional Director Vance Pearson, who has also been charged, remains on the job today, involved in current contract talks. UAW President Gary Jones is implicated but not charged. His home was raided by the feds last month.
They should step down immediately.
He's not on strike. He works at the Fiat Chrysler Warren Truck Assembly Plant. But he's planning to make his voice heard on this next week.
I'm going to give 100% support to all the UAW members, especially over at GM right now.
He also says some members are planning to do what striking workers may not do.
I heard there's a lot of employees that are going to go down to the Renaissance Center and protest on behalf of the UAW members and try to make their voice heard about the corruption and that it needs to stop.
Now, in a statement, the UAW says this case is serious and the conduct is an affront to every union member. It also says procedures have been changed to keep this from happening again, but it also says the charges were suspiciously announced in the middle of bargaining and it will not distract from negotiating the strongest possible contract for members. I can tell you the talks are scheduled to continue over the weekend, and the union is asking Metro Detroit clergy to join the people on the picket line on Sunday, what they're calling Solidarity Sunday. Live downtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
And you're right in the middle of it, Jim. Thank you for the update there. And we are, of course, staying on top of this strike, continuing contract talks between GM and the UAW. And we'll be updating you throughout the weekend on air and on WXYZ.com.